National Bank and Andrew Jackson's dismantling of it led to a major economic crisis following suit, and a lot of libertarians believe that we should dismantle the Federal Reserve. So I just wanted to gauge what you felt, how the National Bank and the Federal Reserve compared.
And I don't have a great answer to that one. It's true that the Fed has presumably protected us from some downturns, but there were a lot of downturns before the Fed, and we recovered more quickly. So maybe they're making it worse. We're asking a dozen old people, 12 people, to manage the economy, and we give them permission to spend $4 trillion. A dozen unelected people get to spend $4 trillion. That's what they've added to the balance sheet of the Fed over the past few years. Doesn't it make you uncomfortable? We're giving a dozen people that much power to just create that much money. But beyond that, I don't have a good answer. But since I'm out of constitutions, I'll offer you a DVD of my book here. It's very heavy, so I'll just throw it there. Does anybody still listen to these things on CDs here? One more. Yes, way up.
At CPAC, a few candidates talk about abolishing the Federal Reserve within their first 100 days of office when they were elected. And I want to know what your thoughts were on that issue, and what kind of system could be replaced.
What the Federal Reserve would be replaced with? Or how?
Yes, sir.
Boy, I know you're the last question, and I wish you weren't. I don't have good Federal Reserve answers, because so many smart people say, boy, without them, we'd be much worse off. And there are good arguments on both sides. This audit the Fed movement I have mixed feelings about too, because there are audits already. It could be more politicized, and if Congress is going to run it, then they're going to just favor their friends. Let me evade your question and ask a similar one in the same area. What if they hadn't bailed the banks out after the housing bubble burst? And people say, oh, it would have been so much worse, and so many other companies would have gone bankrupt, and credit froze up, and it would have had a horrible recession. And I think they're right. It would have been worse. But I bet we would have recovered much more quickly. Because during the Depression, when the banks went down, there was no substitute. Today we have the internet. If you invent a better new wheel, how will people get their money to you without the banks, without people lending, if credit froze up? Well, they'll use PayPal or Apple Pay or something. There are a million new alternatives. The investors will find you, and the market would have recovered. Instead, we had bankers from Goldman Sachs, etc., whose friends were now running the Fed, paying them off to help them recover from the foolish risks that they took. Our system should be no special privileges and no bailouts. It would have been tough, but we would have recovered much faster. Thank you for